I feel like I have to crack like 17 jokes before I can get in a serious point of view. But let's talk about Bible. So I did a Bible study with my best friend today, and we did John John 6 verses 66 to 71. And let me tell you guys what I was talking about in that Bible study. So in verses 66 through 69, the help Jesus was telling the disciples and his crowd and just the people around him that in order to accept him and be a part of the kingdom, they have to eat his flesh and drink his blood. Of course, we know that's like a metaphor for follow him and do what's in his will. But they were like, what you mean we have to eat your flesh and drink your blood? That's mad. You mad weird. And then they all walked away. So in verses 67, while everyone else is walking away, he says to his 12 disciples, are you too going to leave also? And Simon Peter said, Lord, where else shall I go? You have words of eternal life. And like, of course we know that in a sense where it's like, oh, some people, when they hear the truth, they're gonna run and some people are gonna stay. But I was talking to my friend about it because we've been friends for like 2 years now. And we were talking about how with friendships too, sometimes the closer you get to someone, the more you see in the good way and in the bad way. And sometimes people see certain things and they run away, but some people see the things that aren't so good and they still decide to stay and stick it out. And I feel like that shows like who's willing to be in your inner circle versus who's willing to be, in the outer circle, or just willing to see you and take your blessings, or like love you for what you do. And then there's other people who see you and want to know you and love you for who you actually are. So I feel like in friendships and relationships and everything we do, we should be mindful, we should have discernment, and we should see who's graced to be our friend, who's graced to not be our friend, and who's even graced to be our enemy. Because you know what? Our enemies get us strength. I'm still learning, okay? But our enemy, they serve a purpose too. And yeah, that's what I learned today.